What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim back with another video, and today we're taking a look, at least in text, of the Borderlands 3 Collector Edition. The reason I say in text with that caveat is we have yet to see a photo of what actually the Collector Edition looks like, but we do know what's inside of it, and I can tell you at the time of this recording, at 5 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, April 3rd, the Xbox One edition has already sold out. So, this just goes to show how insanely popular Borderlands is. That we could get a game with the Collector Edition that has an extremely, extremely high price. A premium price point. And it's already selling out without seeing photos. So before we dive into that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like what you see, please consider commenting, rating, and subscribing. But if not, that's okay too. Now, let's look at this thing. It's available on GameStop. It's also available on the Borderlands website. And we'll take a look at what we get. Now, I have to say that I am completely blown away. Really completely blown away. Just the sheer amount of stuff that is coming with this Collector Edition. The unknown part of that it's already selling out. Anyways, they do say that there may be differences in content and availability depending on your location, so most likely this is the North American version. There might be some deltas, and we've seen that before in other collector editions, but here in the States, the biggest audience, they're going to get the stuff that's advertised here. If you are in Australia or in the United Kingdom or other parts of the world, you're probably going to get something slightly different, potentially. Let's take a look at what the game includes. This is what I want to highlight and focus on, and then I will show you the GameStop website. Unfortunately, still no photos. I've scoured. Do not have one, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to use your imagination here. It includes a full game, the Season Pass, and all of the digital content from the Super Deluxe Edition, which is quite a bit of things. But it's also going to include an actual premium loot chest. So in the game, you pick up these chests, in this case a diamond loot chest, and it pops open full of goodies and guns and armors and etc. for you to equip and use with your character. So this is going to come with a chest that is an actual constructed chest. I don't know the size, but it's going to have a fully retractable lid, which is great because I think that kind of defines what a chest is. It's got to be a box that opens up, you put things in, you close it, you store it, whatever. It's also going to include some figurines, a quantity of 10. I guess you can imagine what the figurines are based on the trailers we've seen, based on the playable characters, based on the villains. Make room on your shelf for the whole crew, including the 4 new Vault Hunters, the Calypso Twins, and some of your favorite characters from Borderlands. They're approximately 3.5 inches tall. I'm guessing these are on the par of the Cute But Deadlies. I don't know if they're stylized one-to-one in terms of they have a much more realistic look, or if they are going to have that cute but deadly chibi style where the head is ginormous compared to a very disproportioned smaller body. Are they going to be some sort of blind box figures where they attempt to scale the figure accordingly and they're just smaller? It's hard to say. I'm going to guess that based on the artwork we've seen, they're probably going to be similar to their in-game characterizations, only because Borderlands has such a unique art style. I think they're going to want to capture that one-to-one in the figure. That's my guess. I don't think they're going to want to accentuate or embellish other features like their head or their body or legs or whatever, because I think the art style in of itself does a good enough job. You're also going to get a Sanctuary 3 Snap model replica. Construct your very own Sanctuary 3 model, ship and display it proudly on an included stand. Again, I don't know how big this is. I hope it's not something like those metal statues that have been kind of working their way around, where they're thin pieces of metal, sheet metal, and you have to kind of hook them all together. My friend Brent has one of the Batwing. I have one that I've still not completed of the Warthog from Halo. They're small, they're extremely intricate, they're extremely fragile. So I hope that the actual model is maybe something a little bit more robust. That said, the fact that it is a model tells you it's not a statue. So I think a lot of the attention to detail was missing here, primarily due to the fact that you are assembling this. I think if they had said this was a statue, you can start to picture in your head a replica of a ship sitting on your desk on a stand. We've seen a lot of this in different loot crates. Pop Vinyl has a whole collection of these little replica ships. They're very common. So I suspect it's not going to be the attention to detail most people want, but it's coming. You're also going to get a Planetary Vault Key, and which are basically keychains, because you never know when you might stumble across an unopened vault. So you're going to get a couple little keychains to put on your ring, probably the standard metal circle that's magnetized. You could put it on a magnet on your fridge like I have, or other things, I don't know. It's going to come with a cloth galaxy map. Discover new worlds beyond Pandora with Typhon DeLeon's map of the Borderlands. So I'm curious, when I think of a galactic cloth map, I'm thinking of something like you see of the solar system, where you see the sun, Mars, Earth, Venus, that kind of thing. I don't expect a significant level of detail here. Not something you get along the lines of, say, a Grand Theft Auto game where it's very clear, a grid-like system showing roads and key points of interest. I think this is going to be a high-level overview map of whatever solar system that they have provided. And it is cloth, which I do like, because cloth typically doesn't crease nearly as bad as other things. And I'm going to guess they're going to be packing everything the best they can into that diamond loot chest. So the fact that it is cloth and not paper is something that I do like. You're also going to get some character art lithographs, size unknown, unique character prints starring the new Vault Hunters and the fanatical Calypso Twins. So there you have it. No photos. Very, very surprised. By the way, just as I kind of talk in the background here, you could see some of the other things that are going to be included in terms of digital goodies, because it does come with everything from the Super Deluxe Edition pack. So lots and lots of goodness here. If you're a fan of Borderlands, you may want to consider this. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, the Xbox version is already gone. But that premium price point, $250 US, knowing that the Xbox One digital console is coming out soon, I've heard rumors that that price is going to be maybe $150, maybe $199, maybe even less than that. Woo, this is a tough sell for, I think, a lot of people. This is that ultra high premium price point. Collector editions that go into this price point definitely reserved to the most hardcore of hardcore fans. It's still available for PlayStation, though. If you are interested in that, you could still go ahead and pick it up for the PlayStation. And as far as I can tell, no computer edition, because they want you to go through the game store, the Epic Game Store. They don't seem to be selling this for PC. This is only for console. So my fellow PC Master Racers who are going to be picking this up day one on their computer of choice, not going to have an option here unless you want to buy it and flip the game. But again, the exact same description here. They just copied this directly from the official Borderlands listing. And they have a markup here on the back of maybe what could be the case. Maybe that is the physical picture of the case. We don't know. But if you are a fan of Borderlands, and I am a fan of Borderlands, I think this is something you would probably be interested in checking out. And most likely by the time you're seeing this video, you've already known about it because it launched this morning. Wario64 leaked it last night because he is a badass. And they confirmed that this would be coming out last night. And 9 a.m. Eastern this morning is when they actually did a little mini live stream showing off the collector edition here. And they also talked about the release date coming later. There it is there, September 13th, 2019. So lots of goodness. I can't say for me I wouldn't do it, but only because I am getting it for a computer. But I think the price point's a bit high for what it is. I do think it comes with a lot of stuff. I think if I had seen it, I could probably justify it better. But just reading the word descriptions, I think the lithographs are probably pretty cool. I think the figures have a potential to be really cool. I think the statue and the vault keys and the cloth map are things that maybe interesting to look at, but I don't think those are the big ticket items in this collector edition. So if a photo does emerge at some point, I will pin it in the first comment response to this video. Until then, you're going to have to use your imagination. Leave a comment below, too, if you made it this far. And let me know if this is something you're interested in or if this is something you already picked up. Borderlands has always been a very, very popular game. It doesn't surprise me that this game is going to sell out of the collector edition so early, sight unseen. And I suspect it's going to be a game that we're all going to be talking about for a long time to come. With that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you're still around, consider commenting, rating, subscribing. But if not, that's okay too. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.